What's up, banana bunch? Bunch? Bunch?
Welcome to the Junglejims podcast. What's up, Banana Bunch? You know what time it is. It's time for another episode of the Junglejims podcast. Welcome to the show. I'm your host, Mark. We have another fun one for you here. I have something in my eye right now, but I'm not going to edit that out. It hurt, and we have to share the pain. I hope you're all having a great week. Mine's going okay so far. And I thought I would start. Well, if you're watching along right now, you can see I've got some of these. This is a little teaser. I got a Krampus mug here. I got a cute little Santa mug here. Because today on the show, my buddy Jacob Trevino is joining us, and he's going to make some wonderful fruitcake themed cocktails, because we're going to go ahead and put an end to the tyranny of fruitcake, because it's actually sometimes can be delicious. It's just that 90s movies really, they just ran a bad PR campaign on it. And the thing is, like anything else, if you have the good version of something, it's great. If you have the bad version of something, it's a joke in every 90s kids movie. But before we start, I love going through the weekly ad here. So we got a couple things I want to bring up that are on sale this week that I thought were particular winners. Of course, if you haven't, you can download the Junglejims app. It's available on all platforms now, iOS and Android. You can do things like see if products are available in the store currently, check inventory and which store it's available in. You can go through and see on a map where it is in the store. It's very cool. And there's a whole separate tab just for my podcast. And shout out to John upstairs for helping build that app. And more importantly, on my part, thank you for including me in the in the app, John. Thank you. It really meant a lot. It's very cool of you. You've done a lot of cool things for me in my time here, so I appreciate you. All right, let's talk about some good deals this week. Okay, the first thing that's screaming at me right now, I know I'm the soda sommelier, but this is a crazy deal because I think this is usually now the price of just one 12-pack. But on Pepsi or 7-Up products, we're running 24 packs for $6.99. Probably not going to find a deal like that anytime soon. If you're doing the rib roast thing this week and next week, I double-checked. We'll be running standing rib roasts at $10.99. I thought about bringing a whole rib roast in here, but then I was like, oh no, I'm still not bringing raw meat in the studio for this bit yet. That's great. Jane over in the deli, a show favorite. She's got a bunch of deals going on. Some of Eckrich meat at $3.49. There's like some bologna, some pepperoni, that kind of stuff. One I just picked up, Parmesan encrusted tilapia. It's over in seafood. $3.99 a bag, and I want to say it's 1.5 pounds. It's 24 ounces. It's a good deal. I broke it up the other night. It's really nice. It's frozen, ready to go. Toss that baby in the air fryer if you're nasty. I'm nasty. We were talking earlier, we have a lot of pre-made charcuterie boards right now, and there's all kinds of different ones. And I saw that Hormel, for example, is doing their little tailgate tray that's on sale for $7.99. That's a winner, but there's a bunch over in the charcuterie deli and cheese shop. Go check those out. There's a lot of really awesome ones. We've been finding deals on them all week. And look, realistically, we all love a charcuterie board. We don't like effort. So here's how I can take the hard work out for you. But with it being close to the holidays, and it's of course, I know I've been mentioning for weeks all of the seasonal international treats. We had Dan Wallard on here a little while back trying the Lebkuchen and the Pfeffer news and all that good stuff. Supplies are dwindling because we like to get that in early, and you all have been shopping the hell out of us, so thank you for that. But come in sooner than later if you want some holiday international treats. But the other fun things on the gift side, we're doing some of these. I think they're very funny. I guess it depends on your sense of humor. There's a brand called Blue Q Socks. They're socks with snarky and sometimes, maybe depending on your sensibilities, slightly offensive takes on it. I think they're very funny. Those are 15% off. There's a lot of other handmade gifts also at 15% off, and you can find those both in the Urban Jungle. It's like Natural Foods back there. What did we see? We saw Polish pottery. I don't really know what that is, but Poland, you've heard of it, and I've heard of pottery, so if you combine them, it's great. That's 10% off. All of our Lodge products, like the cast iron stuff, cast iron or enameled Dutch ovens, are 10% off this week. And I think this is the one that most of you will be the most excited about. Pillow Pets. You soft, silly people, you adults with your plushies. They are plush animals. They're very cute. And they are 15% off this week. Toss the ad. Very cool. So, hey, come and check those out. Now, I also want to do our giveaway this week here. And of course, if you haven't, go follow our new TikTok account. We can't go live on it yet, but we are growing slowly here. Thank you to everybody that's come over to the new account. I'm sorry, all 50,000 of you have not joined yet, but I'll take the few hundred first that have joined us. But you can get us on TikTok at TikTok Official, and we'll go back to doing our live streams with more giveaways. But this week, like I promised last week's show, I have 3 pairs of passes as an all-access thing to Entertainment Junction for their holiday stuff. The tickets expire on December 31st, and I'm pulling up my notes now. The winners this week are MC Emery 82, Belinda Rickman 7501, and Prince CJ4. Thank you all so much. I'll reach out to you on YouTube. Well, by the time you're watching this, I will have already said something. And if you haven't seen it there, hit me up, podcast@junglejims.com. You can just come into the Fairfield store. I'll set up the time for you and all that good stuff so you can get your tickets. Congratulations, and thank you for playing. For those of you who like to play along, all I need for you to do is subscribe to us here on YouTube. Leave us a comment on the most recent video that we've done. Usually the podcast is probably the easiest way. Tell your friends, because I want to keep giving more and more crazy stuff away. I just got a bunch of stuff in from this company, Blackwater. I'm going to be giving away some product from them. Another company called Hintwater. Working on stuff with them. There's so many more. Like I said, I just want to fill. Let me stuff your stockings. You know what I mean? Yeah, you do. Okay, cool. Well, hey, let's get on to the show here. This is a fun time. This is now a holiday tradition. I think we might just have to call it the Christmas special officially. Jacob Trevino's back. Look, it's always hard for me to categorize exactly what Jacob does in a really nice way. Not in a nice, that sounds awful. He does so many things. It has his hands in so many things. He's so creative, and I feel like it's a little reductive just to be like, he owns these bars and other fun venues, because he's like, he's curating experiences. And I don't know, for me, it's hard to explain that. But like, if you've ever been to Tokyo Kitty downtown to do karaoke, if you've ever been to the Overlook Lodge, or right now they're doing the Christmas pop-up, the Miracle at the Overlook Lodge, Lonely Pine Steakhouse. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. The guy's doing cool stuff all over the place. And the fact that he takes time out to spend it with me and make cocktails for me to drink is very cool. Thanks, Jacob. Anyway, we're going live now to us in the middle of this while Jacob and his his in-laws are here shopping the store.
Apparently my in-laws are touching every item in the store.
Good.
So
There's over 200,000 of them now officially.
So it is quality control. It's the holidays. That's why we're here.
We got them sampling.
Yes.
Well, I feel
it's
like
time
this
for friends,
exactly.
family, the 3 Fs.
I forget what the third F was, but we can say it on there.
Fruitcake.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Well, Jacob, first off, welcome back.
Oh, I mean, it's like the annual. It's a holiday special at this point.
It is. Oh my gosh!
Yes.
Did we just do that?
Yes,
oh my
we
gosh.
did. So,
you know how badly I want to do a stop motion special here.
I mean, that would be amazing.
Yeah, I wish I had the budget for it.
One day, if you shop at Jungle Gyms, you can help us create the dream of a stop motion holiday special.
I'm calling the Rankin Bass family, whoever's
Yes.
left over. I'm like, listen, we need to add this to the circle.
The grandson's just rolling in a pile of money, and I'm like, you want to do what? No, I'm okay.
I was like, listen, you're not still searching for silver and gold. I know what it is. It's coinage. Oh my gosh. Well, this is going to be fun today. And we should mention, we met some new fans from Butler Tech that are here.
Yeah. No, some aspiring media-ites.
Yeah, I think that's a good way to call them.
Yes,
it was cool. Training under the tutelage of one of my former schoolmates too. So, hi, Rick.
Yeah,
I thought that was cool.
I mean, it's so far it's been a wonderful day here at Jungle Gyms.
It's a wonderful life.
Yeah, it is a wonderful life. We have sourced ingredients from around the world, but in one location.
Don't you love that? And of all places, Fairfield, Ohio.
I mean, but that's the greatest. That is the magic, much like the magic of the holidays.
That's true.
That is the magic of Jungle Gyms. Is you get to come here and you get to travel the world without ever leaving Fairfield, Ohio, which has its own gravity, as most know.
And a lot of people say it's mostly me. Oh my gosh.
I think we're talking something a little controversial today.
I think it is controversial.
In the pantheon of the holidays, fruitcake. What is your take on fruitcake? What is your history with fruitcake?
So, I'd never tried it till I started here.
Really?
Well, because you and I, we're of the same vintage. All of the movies that we grew up watching treated both fruitcake and Brussels sprouts like they were treasonous to eat, right? Like it was always, it was the butt of the joke. And so when I first started here, I met one of our managers in the bakery named Christy, and I just told her this kind of in passing. And she goes, oh, we make it in-house, right? And I was like, no. She's like, it's actually really good. We use real fruits and real nuts. It's not very processed. And then so the only one still that I've ever actually tried outside of like a friend's recipe that they delivered that year is the one here at Jungle Gyms. And I hate to tell you this, public, I love it. Like, legitimately, I think it tastes good.
I think if you haven't given fruitcake a try, like since the first time you had it, or if you've been just one of those people that has been corrupted by the anti-fruitcake media, that you should go out and find yourself a Jungle Jim's delicious fruitcake, and give it a second shot. Because I was in your camp, I was that, but we have been doing some amazing research and work in the fields of fruitcake.
We're up to Santa's workshop.
Yes, exactly. We're working closely with the elves this year.
The fruitcake R&D division.
Yes, to create something that again is not your grandma's fruitcake.
Right.
I'm sure your grandma's fruitcake is fine. But
I don't know Grandma, do you make it? You don't watch this.
Yes. But again, I think most people get the bad impression that it is some sort of brick used to prop open the door.
Right.
That it is something that you give to your enemies at the holidays.
Right.
I am here to correct that. I'm here to show you how we can maybe bring the fruitcake flavor out, even if you don't want the carbs of the cake, because we're going to do my favorite thing. Is making cocktails.
Oh, baby, it's time.
No, it is time for cups of cheer.
This is literally this is why they say it's the most wonderful time of the year.
It is really the most wonderful time of the year because there's always a reason to celebrate. And obviously, we try to give people reasons to celebrate all throughout Cincinnati with our holiday bar pop-ups. Miracle at the Overlook Lodge.
It was so awesome this year, too.
I mean, it is holidays just all over. I'm running out of space when I walk into Miracle at the Overlook Lodge. I try to figure out where can I add more, and I'm running out of places to add more.
Listen, we'll do another pop-up in this studio next year.
That's it. I've got
incredibly limited thing. It'll be, you know what I mean? But people can watch from outside. We'll charge half price for the VIP chairs.
Oh, it'll be amazing. But that's why we've had to expand. So we also have our Penfolds Pub, which is our wizard English pub for all you magical crease and beach.
Love it. If you've been under the sorting hat.
If you've been under the sorting hat, you can come and check out this place. And we have turned it into this really magic English pub.
Yeah.
So there's Christmas trees hanging from the ceiling. There's floating pages. It's really quite a spectacle. So cool. And you can bring the whole family. So that's always the best part of this. And then we have Covington Yard.
Oh, yeah.
Which is our winter wonder yard. So it is 1,000,000 feet of outdoor Christmas lights.
Oh, wow.
Yes. Every year we keep adding more.
I love it.
It is tall Christmas keg trees, hot cocoa flights, and that you can even bring your dog.
Oh, that's cool.
You can
it's still outdoor, right?
It's outdoors. So you can bring the whole family.
That's really cool.
Like, however you choose to celebrate.
Good old Bark Morrison and I will be out there sipping cocoa. Well, I guess he can't have chocolate, but I'll make sure I drink for
We can
Trill.
still do the pupper cups.
Oh,
for you. Yeah,
I had a feeling you were prepared for this.
Oh, we're always prepared for all of our four-legged friends over at the Winter Wonder Yard at Covington Yard.
I love that so much.
So we have so many ways to celebrate, but again, here today to help really rectify the reputation of fruitcake.
I'm into it.
And I think the best way to do that is give you some booze with it too.
Sounds good to me.
So I think the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to open up, and I just want, you can't tell because this is video.
Right.
Yet, maybe in the future with technology, just how soft and moist this is.
It is pretty surprisingly so, right?
It's still in the wrapper, and I can tell, like, this is a good fruitcake.
I picked a nice one yesterday. I definitely squeezed a bunch of loaves,
Which is good for it. It's like picking out fruit. Same thing. When you pick out your fruitcake, if it feels like a brick, it is a brick.
Right.
Which means you're probably not shopping at Jungle Gyms.
Exactly.
You're probably shopping...
Like some big box retailer.
Exactly. So we've got the fruitcake out. I think we should, I think
you need to sample it for sure.
I think we need to.
I'm never going to say no to food.
I feel like I need to cut slower for like the sexy fruit action.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
That
Cuisinart cut.
Oh,
baby. Look at that. It's going to be a candy cane.
Look at the fruit in there. Look at that. Like, will you join me?
I will gladly. A Christmas toast?
Yeah, will you Christmas toast?
It should have grilled it. Cheers, my friend. That's pretty good.
Oh,
it's like Christmas bread.
That's what everyone loves on podcasts is people eating. Even though it's the best thing you could do. But again, you're not hearing any crunch. You're just hearing soft.
Right.
You're getting there's a lot of butter in here, which is again any Christmas recipe you can't go wrong.
Right. Oh, yeah. I like to take a slice of this and toast it and then treat it like toast, maybe even. Yeah.
No, that's definitely the way to go. Oh, my God. I might sit here and just eat this whole thing after we're done. This might be my lunch. But we're going to make also some really cool garnishes for our cocktails that we're about to have.
I can't wait.
So we've got some nice cookie cutters.
We love a
that we also
cutter.
found here at Junglejims. We've got a nice little candy cane. And I believe this is Thurston Howell from Gilligan's Island, maybe? No? All right.
We're never getting off this island now. Did you bring the Jamie Farr cutter too?
Yes. I was just trying to think. It's like the hat and everything.
I love it. That's so good.
But I think if you're going to do this at home, I would split your fruitcake long ways.
Okay.
So we're gonna go in half, and then what we're gonna do is just apply some really good pressure to this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's what we're talking about. And then just push it through.
Perfect.
And then, oh my gosh, look at that, like,
adorable
fun little garnish that we did there.
You know, and an accidental pro tip here, you use the candy cane shaped cut and it already hangs off the glass easily.
Yeah.
For you.
And again, now that we've got the thick kind of cut on it, you can kind of go for two right there so that we can get more yield out of our candy cane. Which again, you know, with the candy cane droughts that we're having, you want to.
I want a high yield peppermint treat. This time of year, are you kidding me?
All right, and now we're going for our Benny and June. That's a really dated reference.
All these references are, but I feel confident the audience will appreciate this.
Yeah, and then like our little snowman.
Oh, he's so cute that way.
Yeah, this is going to be great. So I don't want to waste this fruitcake, but we do have to get out of the way. So
we'll get it out of the way.
Make our cocktail portion.
All right.
So I'm just going to...
You can take that here if you'd
slide
like.
this to the side over here. Yeah.
A little. This is a little garnish, visual garnish now here with my black water can.
Yes. So first we want to create something. We're going to do a little movie magic here.
We love movie magic.
So that there's not so much water in this.
That's that fresh that fresh ice from the Starbucks, you know.
Ice melts.
People keep claiming, but never saw it in action.
All right, and coming back in. So there's nothing better at the holiday season, I think, than an old-fashioned.
Oh yeah,
never
go wrong with an old fashioned.
No, we're gonna crank up this old fashioned though. So we have made a fruitcake syrup.
Okay.
So how do we make fruitcake syrup?
I have no idea. You need to tell me.
Yeah. So we've got our fruitcake syrup. We've got some bitters in here. Those are gonna be our base ingredients for any old fashioned.
Okay.
But making fruitcake syrup is so easy at home. Even I can do it.
Cool.
So and the great thing about this too is depending on the types of fruit that you like, you get to make it your own. If you like a tropical fruitcake, grab that tropical mix out of the dried fruit aisle at Junglejims here.
Thank you.
If you want a little bit more of a traditional, you know, I grab things like pecans. We grabbed those and roasted them up. So we're going to put them on a pan, dust them with a little sugar, and kind of roast them up out of the shell. Make sure you get your nutcracker out and crack a bunch of pecans at home. Freshly cracked nuts for roasting. And we're going to dust them with a little sugar. And once you kind of get that caramelized flavor on them, you're going to add your fruit. I like dried cherries.
Okay, great choice.
I added some dates. Because, you know, I like those dark, deep flavors.
Oh, yeah.
I also add some dried cranberries.
Sounds good.
Some raisins, but some golden raisins, you know,
yeah.
Give it a little bit more bright acidity.
Sure.
And then finally some apricots. And you're going to grab a cup of each one of those things.
Okay.
And as soon as your nuts start to get a golden brown hue, you're going to add your sugar on top of them. And you're going to add 2 cups of sugar on top of the nuts, along with all your dried fruit, and then add 2 cups of water. You're going to bring that into a low boil. And as soon as it starts to get to that low boil where you're kind of seeing, the circulations, the bubbling, turn it off and let it sit. You can let it sit for a few hours, put the lid on. The more time you're going to let it sit in that water, it's going to pull out all the good fruitcake amazingness.
Awesome.
So I let this sit overnight before I came here, threw it in a little container, and now we have the fruitcake syrup here in the bottom.
That's awesome.
Today we're going to make 3 cocktails that have the fruitcake syrup as its base.
Awesome.
So something for the whole family, because we're going to make a non-alcoholic one as well.
Amazing.
So we're going to start with our old-fashioned. We have our Uncle Nearest Tennessee whiskey.
Ooh.
Technically, it's an American bourbon.
Okay.
But it is an amazing product, and it is super delicious. It says premium right on the bottle.
Wow.
A cocktail is only as good as the cheapest ingredient you put in it.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
words to live by.
So if you buy cheap ingredients at another X brand grocery store,
right,
cocktail's not going to be so good. If you buy your ingredients at Junglejims.
See?
Yeah, it's gonna be. Yeah, it's gonna be way better.
High quality people making it. We
high quality people making. So we put in 1/2 ounce of our syrup in there. I like my old fashions a little bit on the sweeter side.
Sure, me too.
And then we'll do 2 ounces of our bourbon.
Okay.
You'll do more bourbon depending on how many family members are staying in your house.
Perfect.
So add another 1/4 ounce of bourbon for every family member that is staying with you until I think it's called a blackout, but I don't know. Yes.
Yeah, at least a brownout, honestly. My uncle Nearest is, he's actually at the house too. Go and keep her floating.
So we're going to add a little ice here, and we're going to give it a nice stir. Okay. And the reason we're stirring is because we don't want to, as they say, bruise the liquor. You know, we want still a hefty drink. If we shake it up, if we shake our old fashioned, it's going to be a little watered down, and we want some. We want to still have that bite.
Sure.
Of that Uncle Nearest. So I'm going to go ahead and pour this up for you. And
ooh. I love you got it the Miracle Cup too. Yes. Available for sale at the bar.
At Miracle at the Overlook Lodge,
That's
which runs now through December 29th. This is our 7th annual Miracle.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you so much.
I hear you're sold out until, almost just up until Christmas, right?
Yes, we are sold out until the 24th. And then we do have open dates the 26th through the 28th. Yeah, the last few days. Yes.
Oh, baby.
Yes.
Look, you want to get on this? Oh, that's nice and sweet, but you're right. It still get the little whiskey note in there. That's still, like you said, it's got a little punch on it.
Yeah.
But you do, instantly I get the cherry and the cranberry right up front there. It's sweet. Oh, that's good. That's really good. Do we find out how bad I can't hold my liquor on air today? That was awesome.
Yeah. We want to do something also that's a little lighter.
Okay.
Maybe you're not into the whiskey mood.
Let me pass this down a little bit. Just get out of frame. That's
maybe,
the post game.
Yes. Maybe you want to celebrate, but you want something light.
Tastes really good too. No
Thank you.
I
mean,
I'm not surprised, honestly.
We did a show with Emu Eggnog.
I knew I could trust you from that point on.
But that was also how is this going to taste? I don't think it was the first time it was ever done in history.
I think so.
So we did not know the outcome, and luckily we're still here. We're still alive.
Yeah. Although I think we both did feel a little weird for a day or so.
I would say it was just all the egg and all the cream and no food that day.
I kept telling myself it's because I was drinking it directly out of the egg. I was I probably should have wiped that off first. Oh, I don't think cloaca is good for us.
It's not?
All right, so you're going to make something a little lighter here for those.
So this
is delicate palate.
This is something, again, we're in the celebratory mood. Mm-hmm. I always like doing something with bubbles. Who doesn't like to have fun with bubbles?
Oh, of course.
So we have our nice little flute here. We've already added 1 ounce of our fruitcake syrup to the bottom. We're going to do a little spoon. That way we can do this fancy. Ooh,
so, I love this so much.
Yeah. Whoa!
Yeah! Even the bottle's festive today.
Yeah, the bottle's festive today. We've got a little cuvee.
Ooh.
Yeah, so
nice.
It's a very nice California cuvee.
Very cool.
Because again, we don't want anything with a ton of sweetness. So you can do this with Prosecco, but you're not going to want to do it with a really, really sweet wine because we're adding sweet thanks to the fruitcake syrup. And as you can see, I'm pouring this down, in a very sexy manner. You got to
run
be
it in slow-mo later.
Yes, you got to be delicate with the bubbles. You have to respect the bubbles of your champagne. As I spill everywhere. So again, a nice, light, bright. Yeah, bring more napkins. I'm not done yet.
I'll make a little landing base for us. I'll roll some over here too, and then I'll just go wipe the bottom.
This is what happens when you do things live. Stuff spills.
You got that there.
Particularly with me. It's like doing the Muppet Show every single day of my life.
You got that?
I think it's good.
Good? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, sir. Okay. Look, I love how festive that is. Isn't that cute, Luck?
But I think it's actually missing something.
What's
So
that?
yeah, so I think
we need
I
a little
think,
garnish.
Yeah, a little fruitcake garnish on there.
Look at that.
Look at that.
That one's delicious too.
I we want things that people are gonna actually want. So the last one is for the adventurous though.
Oh yes, that'll be exciting. I'm excited about the last one. We can't. Oh, it's in a cute little mug.
Oh. It's fun with fruitcake.
Well, we can't be too confused by the structural integrity of fruitcake, but
Yeah.
That was
Again, I can actually fix this real quick with the little. Check it out. Check it out.
Here we go.
Right.
Round two.
Right, round two. We give it some additional support.
There we go.
Maybe.
Listen, just like everything in life, just shove a little wood in there.
Oh God.
Well, the intent was good. We did fine.
That was fun. We totally rehearsed this ahead of time.
Oh my gosh. I really love the way these two come together too, though.
Yeah.
Like that syrup is amazing. And I've got the spirit of Christmas in the glass and in me. Oh, all right.
Yes.
So this is round three. This is the non-alcoholic option, huh?
We have to keep our tradition of and our love of eggnog alive.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if we don't drink it, they'll take it away for 11 months out of the year.
It's so true.
Yes.
It's like peppermint chocolate gets outlawed on December 26th.
Exactly. So, this is my campaign to keep eggnog at the forefront for all 12 seasons.
Oh yeah.
But again, we're talking more about something that everyone can enjoy.
For sure.
We've got our fruit syrup.
Okay.
I put another half ounce at the bottom of our cup. And then we're going to just add the amount of eggnog that you would like.
Perfect.
And then if you want to, if you decide that the relatives are staying until the end of the month, you can always grab your uncle nearest and pour it straight into there.
Not to be confused with grabbing your nearest uncle.
Yes. And again, some people like nutmeg. I think adding like a little cinnamon stick in here
that's cute.
really kind of like brings out some of that spice note in it. And then also we have our nice little snowman that again, it's like his cane.
I love that
there we
so
go.
much.
So that's like a full on
Here, Lucky, I'll give it to you to get
festive.
the shot first.
I think that's something Santa would be proud of.
Oh, for sure.
Right there.
Yeah.
That is fruitcake that Santa would eat.
I feel like Santa's not too discerning, though. If I'm as someone in a similar body type, I'm like, I believe that's where the expression "it's all good" came from.
I mean, Santa is known for cookies and milk. Maybe this year we're leaving Junglejims fruitcake and eggnog.
I think that's
for
a good
Santa.
move. Yeah.
We changed the paradigm. We've got our nice Hartzler's eggnog. This is a local company.
I think so. At least we'll say regional in case I'm dumb.
It is a regional company. America's a region.
This one, yeah, exactly. I was like, it might be Ohio. I really love they make a lot of good products for us, but they do some other flavored milks for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
But one of the things I look the most forward to, them, and there's another company called Oberweis, both killer eggnog.
Nice. Oh, yeah.
Look, I love a little alcohol, but the secret about me is I love an NA beverage in general.
Yes.
This rules, dude. Like, I love the eggnog, and that extra bit of that fruit syrup in there really just puts it over the top, man.
Well, and so I'm going to join you here. I brought Santa's arch nemesis, the Krampus.
That is awesome.
So that we could cheers properly.
Of course.
To a wonderful holiday season.
I love it.
Here in Fairfield, Ohio.
A tiny little splash.
Yeah, there we go.
Just a very little bit. Perfect. Heck yes.
And,
I'll use that cinnamon stick to swirl.
Yeah, let me get my own Jungle Jim cinnamon stick out.
I love it. Yeah, that's right.
Yes.
Oh, we did use the Jungle Jim's random packaging.
Yeah.
That's right. Like, that's so funny. Thank you.
Yeah, guys.
Jacob, cheers to that.
This is fun that you can have with fruitcake at home. And let's
Sorry, I jumped in before the camera. Yeah. They won't know in the edit.
Yeah, here we go. We'll do it again.
Cheers, buddy.
Bam. Cheers.
Thank you. Yeah. And that little bit of Uncle Dearest.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's
the trio, the three amigos came to play.
The three wise men?
Yeah.
All right. The three wise men came to play in your cup.
I don't think it's very wise to give spice to a baby.
Don't you know that's every time somebody gets 3 gifts, it doesn't matter what the first 2 gifts are. The last one is always frankincense. It has to be. It has to be frankincense.
Oh, my God. Oh, Jacob, you're a delight. Thank you so much for doing this.
Thank you for having me. And
anytime.
Happy holidays. Happy Kwanzaa. Happy Hanukkah.
Yeah, there's probably a couple other ones. Festivus, a huge one.
Solstice. However you choose to celebrate.
That's
right. We love to be a part of your holiday celebration, and we'll definitely be bringing the cups of cheer.
I can't wait. By the way, is the Krampus mug also part of the Miracle Experience?
The Krampus mug is our newest cocktail for this year.
I can't wait.
That way everyone gets in on the fun.
That's so good. What do you make in the Krampus mug?
The Krampus is going to be tequila and mezcal cocktail because you want to give it some spice. There's some Hellfire bitters in there too. So it's kind of like this spicy, smoky cocktail that is, I think fits the honorary title of Krampus.
Yeah, absolutely. I love it.
Yes.
Oh, Jacob, thank you so much again. Well, cheers one more time.
Cheers.
Until next year.
Until next year.
Jacob, as always, thank you. This is now an official holiday tradition. Thank you for coming in. They were legitimately great. And hey, if you haven't tried it yet, try the fruitcake that we make here at Jungle Jim's. I promise. And look, I don't have no baseline. Like I said in the interview, I've never tried actual bad fruitcake. I just avoided it because of the aforementioned 90s kids movies. But the one we make here is really good. It's clearly made with like actual food, which I think is half of it. It's, like a dense bread, somewhere between, density-wise, it's somewhere between like a loaf of bread and a pound cake. I think it's really great. It's a little rich. Cut a slice off, put it in the toaster, and then top it with something that you like. Maybe a little butter. I think cream cheese might be a winner. I haven't tried it, but I'll find out and we'll report back. Anyway, as always, thank you so much for listening to the show. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you for subscribing to us on TikTok. Again, it's Jungle Jim's Official on TikTok. Please do that. Yeah, I just want the followers. We want to go live again. And make sure you tune into some of our other videos. We're working on a couple fun ones this week that you'll see soon. I did Kevin McAllister's shopping run from Home Alone. We're doing a 12 Days of Jungle. We got all kinds of funny stuff coming up for you this week, or not even just this week, over the next few weeks. And always, I literally barely take breaks. And I do it because I love you all. All right, on that, have a great rest of your week. Shoot me an email at podcast@junglejims.com if you just want to talk. I'm trying to make some new friends. And in the meantime, I'll see you out there in the aisles. The Jungle Jim's podcast is recorded in the WJJI studio inside Jungle Jim's International Market in Fairfield, Ohio. The Jungle Jim's podcast is produced and hosted by Mark Borison.